So I hope you're all having a great day, because today it's a pretty good day. I thought I would save this video for a very easy and simple just rainy day topic. It's Reforged talking about Elden Ring. That's why you clicked on the video, you want to see some Elden Ring salt. But on top of that, we got to see the 50 series graphics cards, and apparently the cheapest model is comparable to a 4090. I didn't really look through all of it and really see their reasoning on why that is, but it's good to know that a lot of people wasted money on a fucking 4090. I mean, I was considering getting a 4080 Super, so I guess I really did a smart choice by holding off on that. But anyway, we're not here to talk about PC parts and specs, that's for the Discord server. Become a member, you know you want to. We need more people in there. We're here to talk about Elden Ring, and how Reforged Gaming is mad at the game because he couldn't kill certain enemies and bosses, and that somehow it's the game's fault and not him for sucking nuts at the game. Anyway, let's go take a look at it.
That's a perfect example of what Joseph Anderson talked about. That's a perfect example of what he talked about. That's undodgeable.
Ooh, we're starting off strong. Reforged is really going for the low blow. It's not me, it's the game's fault. Ooh, spooky. I'm sorry, I'm really in a bit of a silly mood. I got done doing my Torrid build for Warframe. I know, I logged onto the game that I hate and the company that I hate that makes a shitty game. Oh wait, they can't release a good update to save their lives. Anyway, just had to chuck shade at them. Reforged, you pre-dodged. If you waited a little second longer, you would have had the opportunity to get the iframes and make this less of an issue. You would have done the dodge and you could have gone through and punished him for doing that long animation. There's a rhythm to the Souls game, and instead of just taking the L, learning from that mistake, and bettering yourself over time through repeated failure, you can just sit there and take the L, but no, it's the game's fault. And I love it when people like you get mad at Souls games, because it's always your fault, never the game's fault for the most part, unless something really buggy and broken happens, which can happen occasionally. But regardless, Reforge, it's your fault.
That is undodgeable bull. That is an undodgeable attack, that frickin' whirlwind. You literally cannot dodge it. As soon as he does it, you're done. You're right next to him. So what does he do? He gets to lock me in a flurry, take my entire health bar. That's absolute bullcrap.
You know, there's something special about Reforged dying to a boss, because he never went into PvP to my knowledge and got vigor checked by a guy dual-wielding two of the same hammer that are max rank, and the guy did a little funny jump attack and deleted your entire health bar. But in this case, Reforged got that exact same experience from a boss. But you know, Reforged, you could have easily countered that if you weren't standing so close and you actually realized what he was doing beforehand and maneuvered yourself into a situation where this wouldn't affect you that much. It was that simple. No wonder you think Last of Us 2 was like the greatest game ever, and you think it's like the greatest combat system you've ever experienced. I'm sorry, champ, but the moment that you state that opinion, and then you bitch and complain about Elden Ring being the hardest thing, like, yeah, we all have our preferences, right? But come on, you can't tell me that a literal movie game has better combat than Elden Ring, that has more engaging combat. Like, yeah, it's your opinion. Like, yeah, I may disagree with it. That's yours entirely. I don't really give a shit that much. But you can't sit there and try to tell us that it's the game's fault when you turn around and play a game that holds your hand the entire way and literally turns every death that you have in gameplay scenarios into a literal cutscene where you sit there and do nothing.
That right there is exactly what Anderson pinpointed that's so problematic in this game so often. Look at that, it's just automatic. What do you mean run from it? As soon as he spins, you take damage. There's no window to dodge it.
Now, I just want you to watch that again, just to give you a better idea of how stupid Reforge is, and that immediately saying it's the game's fault is literally the biggest cope known to man when you could literally see it coming. Here, just watch this again.
Look at that.
Good to know that you can't actually read what is going on the screen. Good to know that you can't actually think besides being told what to do, Reforge. You must be the greatest gamer known to man, because if you can't see the actual animation of him winding it up before the actual AoE starts, you're a bit stupid. It's good to know that you should be someone that should be taken seriously when you can't actually see the basic problem of this being apparently undodgeable, and it's a guaranteed hit no matter what, when you can clearly see the wind-up. And it's really good to know that you're getting filtered from a mistake that you made, and yet you still think it's the game's fault. It's honestly funny, bro. Like, it's good to know that people are going to get filtered by the most easiest Souls game, have everything handed to them, and then completely fall apart and blame the game. It is just the greatest. It's a chef's kiss, and it's even better that a PlayStation fanboy does it.
He just did it to me again. Like, it's literally instantaneous. It's undodgeable. The front half of that whirlwind, I can't dodge it. Whatever.
Not unfit even to grab.
You block the first and run? But if you're blocking it, you're just holding block. I guess I should just hold block then. It's such a BS attack. There is no window to block it, to dodge it. There's no window at all. It's instantaneous.
Bruh, there's literally a wind-up that you can see. It literally shows you that he's about to hit you with the AoE and that you should get out of the way, which you can block both, I think. It doesn't take that much stamina. I don't usually block, I usually dodge, you know, like a normal sane human. Unless you're a strength build with a shield. You know, poise for big boys and all that. Go out to my giant dads from Dark Souls 1, you know, the true heroes of Dark Souls. May you come back soon. Like, I really want to know, Reforge, why you're playing Elden Ring if you don't like it and you don't enjoy it. Like, yeah, there's a difference between playing For Honor for cock and ball torture because that's all the game's good for, and, you know, just playing a game you genuinely don't like. You don't seem to be having fun, at least with For Honor when I absolutely shit on a 4-stack. It's fun. It's the worthwhile moment. It's when the game gets good. But it doesn't seem like, whenever I see you play the game with whatever clips I see, you just don't seem to be having fun. Like, why even bother? Like, are you just doing it to torture yourself because chat is gonna give you donations? You know, you really are just becoming the DSP of the PlayStation fanboys. I mean, you kind of are the new DSP the way that you act and say a lot of stuff. If you guys have Twitter, look at all the accounts that repost a lot of his stuff. It's truly crazy what this guy gets up to, and how miserable he must be just to stream and complain about everything he does. Well, he plays as well. He complains about a lot of things, and has a lot of really shitty opinions, and sometimes some good ones, I will give him credit there. But if you want to go seek out clips for your own content, or just to look at someone, you know, suffer, literally go look at Astro Cyborg on Twitter. Anyway, on to the next video.
I forgot there were bosses like this in the game. Like, I want to fight a boss. I want to master a boss. I want to memorize the boss's attacks and see if I can finesse him and fight him and not have to summon. I don't want to sit here and get ripped off by cheap, out-of-frame, trash, garbage damage. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. Yep, and I just sit there. Why? Because I'm out of stamina. I have no stamina in this fight.
And whose fault is that, Reforge? Only you, because you're not being aware of your surroundings. Stop blaming the game and start looking at yourself. You only have yourself to blame for putting yourself in that situation. Yeah, sometimes out-of-frame enemies can be pretty annoying, depending on what they are, but if you just keep an eye out, listen to sound cues, and more or less just be more aware of your surroundings, you can pretty much get through it. You can tell they're usually going to hit you with a long combo just by the sound. Or they're gonna hit you something in general. It's pretty easy to get an idea that they're winding up to do something. Bro, I just realized that the sulcatas, you can still hear them in the background. Little midget bugs having sex because it's summer right now. You know, bug sex goes crazy, and yet for some reason I'm 20 meters away from the bush, I have all windows closed, and my microphone's still able to pick them up. That's crazy. Stupid bug.
Yeah, and then I swear the recovery on that, I swear they drag it out.
Why did you do that, Reforge? You could have just waited for him to finish that, right? And then hit the little midget. Like, it could have been that simple, but you committed to attack and got yourself hit and then killed. Why? Why play like an idiot? Why do you expect everything to hold your hand, or expect you to do, like, you got punished for making a very stupid mistake. Even I wouldn't make that mistake unless I'm wanting to take the damage for shits and giggles. Like, why? Why would you do that? It's stupid that you did that. And then, I bet you on the next clip, you're gonna just start blaming the game, saying it's this fault and this. You literally walked yourself into that like a fucking idiot. Like you did with everything else in this previous part of the video.
I swear they drag it out, dude. They drag out that recovery. I'm telling you they do. It's like they drag it out when there's an attack incoming. No, this is not the same build for my first playthrough, Sven. Lies.
Ah yes, it's lies when you refuse to dodge the projectile. You know, I would have been like, yeah, okay, it only takes a little bit of your health, but that's a pretty decent chunk for what you have. It's not that good. You probably should have dodged that. That's like, I don't know, 8% of your health? I actually wasn't paying attention to how much it was. But regardless, you should have dodged that. But I guess it's lies. Hell yeah.
Yep, that's fair. Stun lock me. Yep.
Bro, that just honestly irked me the wrong way. You could have dodged, right? You know you could have dodged. Like, right before that little rat hit you, you could have just dodged and then spam rolled your way out of that and you would have not taken any damage. Oh, it fucking sucks watching people play Souls games because you can see how they can always improve or avoid damage. It really sucks. This is more torture than I thought it would be.
Yep. Sunlock me, daddy. Totally fair. Out of frame damage. Literally spamming roll to get away. Yep, that's fair.
Yo, check this out. Look at this. Absolutely no way I'm getting through that. Completely solid. But watch this.
I can't take this no more, bro. Please, I'm begging you, stop being silly and put your brain into the game and start winning. I'm having a fucking stroke, bro, watching this guy. You fucking suck, Reforged. Get better at this game. God damn. Just get filtered already and screw off.
I don't have the turtle shield.
Hey look, he's learning. He learned how to dodge a projectile. Also, I just wanted to mention this once again in an Elden Ring video. This guy's getting filtered, but a Goldfish completed both the base game and the DLC. Those are some pretty cool videos. You should look up Elden Ring Goldfish playthrough. That shit was funny as fuck. You know, I never thought there would be a day that humans were getting fleeced on by a fucking goldfish. I mean, I'm sure journalists are seething right now.
Cheap, utter trash. That is absolute trash what they just did to me. What the frick? What? Yep, that's fair. Once again, they're cheap garbage. They respond to what you do. Like, as soon as I go to attack one, they do their tantrum across the room, so they get automatic damage on me. And I can't use the tracking because it automatically breaks my tracking on purpose, like by design. It's
God, Reforge, you're just full of excuses on why you can't do better. This isn't like, you know, the reasonable, I don't have time to play a game that wants to constantly fuck me in the ass. You know, I work a 9 to 5, I have to look after family and kids or whatever, blah blah blah. You sit on your ass streaming for how many hours of the day and make shekels every day, like quadrillions of shekels, bro. You make a decent amount of money from doing this. Like, I don't know how your fans can sit there and watch this shit. This shit seems miserable to watch. Like, watching this absolute mouth breather go at. Like, I would understand if you were rusty or anything, but it's just constant excuses. And you're not even taking the piss out of yourself to be engaging or funny or anything. It's just kind of miserable. At least I could have a mental breakdown and absolutely throw a tantrum and make it somehow interesting. Like, God forbid people pay me just to stream for honor. I would gladly accept it if someone chucked me 100 shekels my way. I would gladly sit down and do a 2 to 3 hour stream of just me suffering, because I'll get the channel taken down from the shit I would say. But at least I would find that amusing, and so would everyone else. But Jesus Christ, god damn, just give up. Get filtered. So I think that's enough suffering for me. I'm sure you enjoyed the video nonetheless, as it's more Elden Ring salt. Even all these years later after its release and including its DLC, we still get salt around this game. So I'm just gonna leave it here. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. If you want to become a member, leave a like, subscribe, whatever. I would appreciate it. My goal is to hit 10,000 by the end of the year. So I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.